Whales, dolphins, visitors from afar, fish of all shapes and all different sizes, as well as marine life that lives in the seas of the Canary Islands, and all of this can be found beneath the waves. Let's have a look at one of our resident species of the Canary Islands, the short-finned pilot whale. They live for about 45 to 60 years and range in about 4 to 6 metres in length. To hunt for food, they kill giant squid that can be found about 1,000 metres below the surface. They also like to chill out along the surface, and to sleep they actually shut off half their brain. They're also very intelligent creatures, being part of the dolphin family. These here are the common dolphin. They're actually not residents for Canary Islands, unlike their fellow friend the bottlenose dolphin, which are residents. But like any normal dolphin, they're incredibly intelligent, they like to feed on fish, and they're very, very playful. This behemoth here is a bridge whale. They can grow up to 15 metres and aren't residents for Canary Islands either. They like to migrate through here a lot, a bit like British tourists, and they like to feed on fish, shrimp, and aren't very social. They're not a fan of loud noises, similar to most whales. Now, let's follow me down under the surface and see what we can find. Look here, this is a sea bream, more specifically a zebra sea bream. The family of sea bream have more than 150 fish in its species. They're quite docile creatures and grow up to 7 centimetres in length. They do have a predatory defence, which is having sharp spikes on their dorsal fin, and they are largely fished up in massive fisheries which can be found around the Canary Islands. Mainly the gillhead sea bream is fished up, which is a more silvery colour, and here you can see the sea bream hang out with each other. This here is a parrotfish, and to give it its true name, it's a Viejas parrotfish, which is part of a species of parrotfish, and there's over 90 species around the world. They're quite scared of humans, and they can live for about 7 years. They're quite abundant in the Canary Islands as well. This cute little guy is an Azores chromis. They're found in large shoals or on their own, and they grow to about 12 centimetres in length. They only eat sea plants and can occasionally attack fish, but other than that they're quite docile creatures and are another quite abundant species here in the Canary Islands. These fish here are called bastard grunts, excuse my French, and they're commonly found in large shoals just like this. And they're another abundant fish here in the Canary Islands. Sometimes you'll even see them in massive schools of up to 1,000 fish at once, and they love to just chill out and relax. Let's carry on and see if we can find any more fish. If you look carefully, you may see the flounder here. Now they're a flatfish who has the same camouflaging technique as octopuses have to allow it to blend in with the sea floor and rocks along the sea floor. It also has its eyes on the top of its head, so it can look around for predators while lying down and blending in. These fish here are striped red mullets. They're part of the goldfish family and can grow up to 40 centimetres in size. You may see them using the two barbs underneath their jaw, which they use to detect food in the ground and also give them a sense of direction. Here you can see it's using its barbs to dig a hole and look for food in the ground. This here is a canary damsel, but don't let that name fool you, as they can be quite aggressive when defending their nests. They grow up to about 15 centimeters in size and can be easily identified by their blue or purple stripe on their side. This fish here is a bright glass eye, also known as a big eye fish, due to its big eye. And they're quite scared of humans, they don't like to interact as much, and they like to hide away in caves quite a lot. And they're not often seen out socialising either. Here's one tucked away into a cave. This here is an island grouper, and actually a younger island grouper. They live for about 30 to 40 years and can grow up to 34 inches in size. The young ones aren't aggressive, whereas the adults are really aggressive and are massive hunters in the Canary Islands, but they don't really attack humans that often, so there's nothing to worry about there. These fish here are mackerel, and they can live for about 20 years old. They're a schooling fish, so are always seen in large schools, or sometimes shoals as well, which are smaller groups of fish. And they like to migrate about a lot as well, and are also massively fished here in the Canary Islands. Let's see if we can find any more interesting marine life. Now this odd looking fish is a trumpet fish. They've got tiny little fins at their back which help them glide along through the sea. They also blend in to help with their surroundings and have large mouths that open for the diameter of their body so they can suck in lots of food quickly. This shiny looking fish is an ornate wrasse. They grow to about 20 centimeters in length and are often seen hanging out in little groups like this. This is a Madeira rockfish, and they actually blend in with their natural camouflage to look like a rock. This shy little guy is a black-tailed compa, and they're part of the sea bass family. This fish hiding in the sand is a lesser weaver, and they're actually venomous, but they're not as venomous as the starry weaver here, which is the most venomous fish out of the whole weaver family. These underwater animals here are quite dangerous. This here is a fang-toothed moray eel, or a tiger moray eel, and they reach about 4 to 5 feet in length. They can attack if provoked, but it never really happens as they're more laid back. This amazing creature here is the stingray, and they live here in the Canary Islands. They love to glide about all day and actually have no bones in their bodies, which makes it easy to wade through the water. They're actually made up of cartilage instead. They have heightened senses, so it's easier for them to find food, and their tail is actually a venomous barb, which it uses to stab any prey which it feels threatened by. They just like to find nice cozy places like you see here, to find a place to sleep. They're quite docile creatures and actually like to be alone unless they're finding a mate. They can also grow up to 4 meters in length sometimes, depending on the species of ray. Now we shall let the ray find a place to sleep and see what else we can find. Now, to close out this documentary, I'd love to show you the eagle ray. It's a beautiful ray that swims through the ocean like an eagle. It also has a venomous spine similar to its cousin the stingray. Now, thank you very much for watching this documentary. I really hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy this eagle ray swimming through the lovely seas.